Alright, hello, welcome to the video, guys. We're almost getting sandwiched there by the 5916 and the AMX. Thank God the AMX stopped, man. A good, aware arty player. He stops. Oh my god, I don't want to sandwich the T52. Okay, so we're going to be on Prokhorovka, guys, in this vehicle, and this is the 3-mark game, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I had a lot of videos to share with you guys, so I don't even know which one I clicked on. But I do remember this video, or this replay quite well, this game quite well, I should say. We did some active scouting here, and then we actually lost a portion of like the east side of this map as well, and I remember I had to adjust to that. We're spotting both the Type 64 and the MT25 here, and this is why I always prefer to make active runs when I'm on the south. A lot of times in the north, especially when there's no CVS, I'll come like right to this bush line because it's very easy to do from the north spawn. But trying to get there from the south spawn, just because of the way the bushes work, they're like not as thick and all right here, so it's tricky, man. What a lot of people like to do is come to this bush right here. They go right here. I do not like this bush because I've always been outspotted there for whatever reason. At lower tiers, it doesn't happen as much, but at higher tiers, like I always get spotted going there, no matter how I take it. If I come all the way around and straight into it, if I cross over, if I go like through the middle, like even how I've watched Ayuksen take it, I get spotted every time. So I don't like to go to that bush. I like to make active runs, and at lower tiers, it works perfectly as well. We outspotted the T-52 and the Type 64 that were both trying to take the same bush line. Why? I don't know. This is why I tell you guys, if you see a light tank going to E1, you see a light tank going anywhere on any map that you're going to go to too, go somewhere else, dude. Like, just camp. Play TD. It doesn't really matter. Here, this is one of the very few maps where there's multiple areas a light tank can go and still be productive, right? Can still be useful. You can go up here. You can go here in this area and just try and spot people through the bushes here and spot people here. You can go and make active runs. You can go into the bush line. You can go into the bush up top like the 5916 is doing. There's so many places you can go. So I don't know why these two went to the same place, but it works out well for us because we're able to counter them both, right? And it actually, I only spotted one of them. So I guess it was the 12T or whoever, 5916, that spotted the other. So we're kind of spotting the Juno here. Again, there's so many light tanks in this game, and you guys often ask me, like, what do you do when there's 4 lights? Just, like, shoot people, man. You know, just find a spot. Like, I'm trying to get crossfire on these guys right now. We might have hit, like, no, we didn't even hit any shots. But I'm just, like, looking for something to do, right, man? Until some of the numbers dwindle, right? So we still have our 5916 who is passive scouting, so I'm just going to active scout. I'm going to reserve my HP for the end game, and we're going to active scout. The 12T went down because he was active scouting a little too harshly, if you want to call it that. You know, you don't want to pull up here and get really aggressive, right? Or it's going to end. It's not going to end well, right? It's going to end with you dying and having to go to the next game, right? That'll give you a quick trip to the garage if you're trying to do aggressive active scouts. So what I decide to do is go into, because the T-52 has really good mobility, I decide to come into the ditch a little bit early. This play is not the smartest, guys, because you can get pushed. However, this is a tier 6 game, so I don't think we're really going to get pushed by anyone that's going to give us a huge issue. As long as one of these guys is able to get a shot into them first, I can probably DPM them to death, and I have the mobility to do that. The Brett Panther will be kind of threatening, but he's half HP, and now he's dead. And this is all we're doing, man, just active scouting this, right? The 5916 is sitting in the back. He's passive scouting. If someone does sneak in through the bush line, he can spot them. And I'm going to spot the people that are further in the back, and that might be like on this far side of the bush line, right? Like towards the 3 line. So we're able to do that, and now what has happened is we've lost the east. You can see the MT25 and this super Chaffee pushing in. I'm actually going to come up here, like to one of these bush lines, and try and counter them as they come in. AMX is trying to run away. Does he get away? Let's find out. I think he might. We spot the M4. Doesn't look like Artie's going to get away, unfortunately. We're spotting the KV-1S. We're spotting the M4. I think we probably could have made like an active run right here. Maybe I should have done that as I saw the Artie retreating, but I wanted to get to a bush line, and I think it's good we did this because then we spotted the KV-1S and the M4 as well. So we're giving the team a lot of information here, and we started winning the West. I think that's why we eventually won this game, is because we took the west side of the map rather than our entire team sitting in like the HJK area. They started pushing up and taking this side of the map. 5916 got involved too. You can see him going after the Type 64. That's good on him. I wouldn't rush the Type 64 because he can out DPM you, but 5916 is trying his best and he goes after him. I'm not sure who wins this fight. Looks like the 5916 is actually going to win it. He does, and that's great on him, man. To eliminate the Type 64 and to officially win and take the 1-2 line, right, for our team. So now we officially have this entire side of the map, and now my team has the angles. These guys should have angles on like the KV-1S, and MT-25 is here. I'm poking up, outspotting him, and FEs might go down. Su-100Y is still back here to support, so I think the team did very well to support, right? That's the ultimate goal, is to have really good support in the back. So we're going to push the MT-25 now. I'm going to come up and over. I think this guy hits me once here. He actually bounces. I told you guys you can bounce shells with this tank from time to time, man. Just because of the way the turret is, it actually has a little bit of armor, and it's trollish, right? The way it's angled, it's a little bit trollish, man. So 5916 and I are going to basically run circles around this guy. We run into each other, and now we're going to go after the M4. Just fast forward on 2 times so you guys can see this. We spot the Dicker. I'll give you my camera view. We're kind of going tunnel vision on the Dicker. I know the M4 is there, but I'd rather just spam the Dicker at this point because the game is pretty much over, right? I don't think we really need to do much more. Gonna try and get one blind shot into this guy. Gonna try and get another blind shot into him as I'm pushing up here. Then we spot the FV. If Dicker spots me, I take the hit from the Dicker at this point. It's like, I don't care enough, man. You know, I really don't. Like, I'll take the hit, and now we're going to focus the M4. Like, all these guys are just here, man, you know. So, taking these shots, missing the first one due to RNG reasons. Reloading the APCRs, I could probably get away with the APs, but you know me, man. Like, if there's any chance at all that I won't pen with the APs, then I'll just shoot the APCRs, man. I have the credits at this point to do it, so I'll do it. We're hitting this guy like over and over and over again, man. Eventually my guys are going to come and support. Achilles and AT8 come up and over. We clean this guy up, and now we're going to go after the Ari. Dicker was cleaned up by I don't know who. And we're going to push into the Arty. I think the 5916 ends up getting the cleanup kill. Right here. We're aiming. I try and take the shot, but the 5916 gets the kill. So that's the game, guys. Again, I want to say this was the 3-mark game, or maybe it was one of the ones that led up to it. So we'll take a look. Let me save this for an end plate. Or, sorry, save it for a thumbnail, and I'll show you guys the end plates. So, detailed report. We didn't make a lot of credits. This isn't my premium, keep that in mind. This is how I was running it, by the way. Low noise exhaust in the scouting slot, bounty optics, and then bounty vents. That's how we were running that. And this was the crew. Nothing crazy, man. Almost full Brothers in Arms by the time I marked it. We had 153 battles up to this point. So, and yeah, we're at 92.67%. So I think this is one of the games that led up to the 3-mark. We're running it with situational awareness, snapshot, smooth ride, and full concealment, and then intuition, and almost full Brothers in Arms. So, worked out pretty well. 3516 spotting, 1808 damage, mastery, and showed you guys that. Do I have 2 detail reports open? No, here we go. We were top by experience here. Looks like second by damage. 5916 played a really good game, man. Me and this 5916, like, we did very well together this game. I think we played very, very well together. I'm sure he did some passive spotting as well. And yeah, the AMX 12T, he just was too aggressive, man, on our team. I didn't really see what our MT25 did. I think their lights played okay, especially their MT25 and Type. Kind of seemed like they knew what they were doing, but going to the same place, it's just like, or rather, I think it was the T52, right? But going to the same place, like, you don't want to do that, man. Really don't want to do that. But the Type 64 seemed like a decent player. I think these guys tried their best, but yeah, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light tanks per team in this game. So I hope that helps you guys out when you ask me, like, what do you do when there's multiple lights? Dude, a third of the team was light tanks in this game, and you saw what we did. We came out on top, and I think we played it well. It is only tier 6, though, right? But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.